Welcome to NFL Picks Week 14. We're going to review Week 13. You have Icewater with a one-game lead. He had a 10-3 record last week, and he's sitting in first place with a 126-67 record. Black Thor had a 9-4 record, and he's sitting at 125-68. I came in third with a 9-4 record. I have a 123-70 record, and Pop had a 10-3 record, and he's sitting at 119-74. Ice, let me get your summary of last week's games.
Man, you talk about heart-wrenching games. I was trying to go undefeated, man, but there's some people just would not work with me. But I want to thank the Houston Texans. Like I was thanking the New York Jets early on.
Thank Russell Wilson. Thank him.
I mean, you can say that, and I might thank him too, but you cannot deny the way that the Houston Texans are playing football. They believe, bro. The coach believes, and everybody. I love this because the whole team is playing with enthusiasm and energy, and they may not be the best team, but damn it, they playing hard. I love it because the way they put this all together for this year, we go all the way back to what was the gentleman that they hired after Deshaun Watson got traded and everything imploded, and they look like a totally different franchise. So kudos to them, and I don't need to say nothing else. That's enough for me right there.
All right, Black, your summary, man.
No, I'm kind of piggyback on that, man. Houston, bro. I mean, it's something about them. Even when what's name went down, they took him out of the game. Stroud for a short period of time. They put in Dave Mill. They weren't afraid to air it out, man. It's like they have no fear. They're playing with no fear. And think about this for a second. The quarterback for Jaguars went down Monday night. They might win that division now. They might, if the Jaguars lose a few games, that's their division and win. And I saw, that's their division. I think somebody was saying, I saw the headline was like, Matt LaFleur should be coach here. Let me just say this politely. Fuck Matt LaFleur. He ain't close to no coach of the year. And that's being polite. If you give the coach here to anyone else than the coach of Houston, Texas, destroy the award. Destroy it. Seriously. That quarterback he had 3 years with that quarterback. That coach had what? How long with this coach? This quarterback?
First year.
And they played with no fear. None. Fuck Matt LaFleur. That's what I'm going to say about that. That's my eye test.
All right. The picking quarter. In Week 14, it is Icewater going first, followed by me. Pop, I already have his picks. And then Black Thor goes last.
So sure.
Icewater looking a little nervous there. He gets to go first.
Week 15, baby.
First game on tap. Are you trying to figure out?
Is this week 15?
It's week 14.
14.
It's week 14. I thought it was week 15.
No, sure. Don't, like I told you, don't worry about it. Week 15 coming. No, I told you what's going to happen. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
First game on tap is New England at Pittsburgh. I won't be watching this game. That's who you got.
Oh, my God. Oh, really bad. So the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback is out, right? It means we're going to be getting Mitch Trubisky at quarterback. And I would like to look at New England, a possibility, but I think Bailey Zappe's quarterback in New England. So I got to go with the home team, Pittsburgh.
So the under is 30.
That's too high.
That's too high. I know everybody's going to be going with the under. I'm going with the over. I'm going with the over because the money's going to be on the under. Ain't no way Las Vegas going to pay all that money out in the under. So I'm going with Pittsburgh, the whole team. Pop is going with Pittsburgh. Black, what you got?
This is really a sad statement, NFL, man. Thursday night, this time of the season, Pittsburgh and New England cannot give you a good game, boss. I'm taking Steelers. They can't give it to you.
Yeah, Pittsburgh across the board. Next game on tap is Tampa Bay at Atlanta. All right, so you got?
Man, Atlanta at home. I love them. I love their young quarterback and whatnot, but Baker Mayfield, boy, Fakers sometimes, but really Baker. The one thing about them is when he's somewhat healthy, they look pretty good. And we are literally seeing before our eyes, nobody's going to mention this, but we're seeing a Hall of Fame career before our eyes happening with Mike Evans. Right? Mike Evans has, 10 straight 1,000 yard pass catching yards per season in a row. 10? That's Hall of Famer, brother. I think there's only one other guy Jerry Rice might be the only guy besides that. So I'm gonna go with that being said. That's enough for me. Going with Tampa Bay, bro.
All right. I love Atlanta too, but I got to go with Tampa Bay on this one. Papa's going with Atlanta. Black, who you got?
Yeah, I didn't realize I think it was last week or the week before. I know Atlanta's leading the division, but then they won 4 games. They won 4 games. I was like, how the hell is that happening? But anyway,
Being a bad division. That's what.
I was like, damn, that's sad, bro. That's little league football right there. With that being, I don't trust them. If I know they're home, I would like to feel more juice about them. And like I said with Mike Evans, he's still catching the rock, man. He's still catching it. Hope he catches more this week. And he's a Hall of Fame. He's playing for a new contract, but I got a funny feeling he's going to be out the league next year, man. Tampa Bay, they don't want to resign him. I don't know if anybody's going to pick him up with these young receivers coming into the league. He's going to be too costly, but I'll take Tampa Bay.
All right, Papa's the only one going. This game on tap is Detroit at Chicago. Now, this is a game that Chicago will luck up and win, being here, the cold temperatures here in Chicago. But, Ice, what say you?
Yeah, that sounds good. And I hope Justin Fields does well. But I can't do it. I think Detroit has enough. They've shown you, games against Seattle, they look pretty good, but also they've kind of disappointed the hell out of you like on Thanksgiving Day. But I still think it's enough. That defense put pressure on some folks, and the running back is starting to come around a little bit. That's enough for me. I'm going with Detroit. I'm back.
All right. I got to go with Detroit also. Papa's going with Detroit. Black, who you got?
I'm still pissed at Detroit for that showing they give on Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, I'm still sore. I'm still sore.
Pissed. Oh man, I'm still pissed, bro. But I'll try to give my pissivity. I'll pick them this week. I'll take the Lions.
Yeah, and this is a game that they should win, but I wouldn't be surprised. Next game on tap is Indianapolis at Cincinnati. Ice, who you got?
Man, this is a tough game right here, bro.
Yeah, Cincinnati looked pretty good against Jacksonville.
Yeah, I know. But then the quarterback got hurt. Jake Browning is the quarterback for the Bengals.
All right.
Bengals.
Going with Indianapolis. Papa's going with Indianapolis. Black, who you got?
Yeah, Ice might sneak out another one, man, because I'm taking the Colts here. Something about Minshew, man. I watched him again last week against Tennessee. He just not around.
Oh, damn.
He knows how to rally the troops, man. And I think that I would love for this game to be Indianapolis, but I'm gonna take the Colts even on the road, man. I'm gonna take the Colts.
All right. Ice is the lone wolf on that. Next game on tap is Jacksonville at Cleveland. Who you got, Ice?
Trevor Lawrence not starting, bro. And for some reason or another, old Joe looked like Joe was trying to rally the guys. Old Joe. So and it's in Cleveland. It's gonna be cold, bro. Actually, it's about 50 degrees. Cleveland, man.
All right. I'm picking Cleveland in that game. Papa's going with Cleveland. Going with old Joe. Black, I know how much you love Joe Flacco. So who you got?
Joe Flacco. I'll take Cleveland based on that defense, but I'm gonna take them. If the quarterback was playing for Jacksonville, it would be a different story. But I don't know who they put back there. They have a good running game, but that's gonna be tough to run against the Cleveland Browns defense. I'll take the Browns.
All right. Next game on tap is Carolina at New Orleans. Ice, who you got? Your boy got in the game last week. Famous James.
Yeah, man. I'm nervous. I'm nervous because Derek Carr is hurt. Famous James is probably gonna start. They cannot be that bad, can they? Can they be that bad? Yes, they can. Can they be that bad? Nah. New Orleans one last time.
All right. I gotta go Carolina on this. I can't trust Famous James. I can't. And I need to catch up. So that would be a great upset. Papa's going with New Orleans. Black, who you got?
That'd be a historic upset for with Carolina player. Yeah. I mean,
he could do it.
Yeah. I don't know. There's gonna be too much gumbo on the field for Carolina. I'm taking New Orleans, man.
All right. Next game on tap is Houston at the New York Jets. All right, so you got. Come on.
Wow.
You're rolling with the Jets lately, bro.
Come on, man. You know how we do. We keep it real in Columbus, in Ohio, bro. We roll with the Ohio players, even though we have one over there. With Dale being out, that the rookie wide receiver, he's top notch. It's going to be a little limited for Stroud, but I don't know, man. I just that quarterback situation is just too bad in New York. It's just too bad. And Stroud is still on fire. I think Stroud's gonna have a hell of a day. So Houston.
All right. They're putting Wilson back in. So I got to go with Houston. Papa's going with Houston. Black, who you got?
Yeah, the word around here in the Northeast, they came back to Wilson. The quarterback that they picked up, I can't think of his name, they released him already. That's just stupid, bro. Stupid. I mean, the Jets is like, you got to be kidding me. Wilson really didn't want to go back in. He told him no thanks. Seriously, he told a reporter he doesn't want to get hurt. He didn't want to go back in. Think about that for a second, man. Think about that. I think he's pissed too that they benched him, but they forced him to go back in. But I think Stroud would do enough. This defense is gonna be tough for him. It's gonna be real tough. But I think Houston, man, they see it, bro. Especially with Jacksonville quarterback going down. I think they see it, and I think their eyes on the playoffs, bro. They're gonna take this game. I'll take the Texans.
All right, Houston across the board. Next game on tap is the Los Angeles Rams against Baltimore. Marmar and the Ravens got a little bit of rest. Ice, who you got?
Rams, yeah. Marmar is kind of sitting back watching stuff. Is that in Baltimore?
Baltimore.
Yep.
Yeah. Rams. Nah, they're not gonna trouble Will. I mean, Cooper Kupp is. I don't know if he's halfway injured or whatever, but the defense will get after Matthew Stafford, and Marmar will be Marmar despite not having his tight end. Dude, find a way, especially up here in Baltimore. So Marmar and the Ravens, please.
Yeah, I'm going with Baltimore. It should be an interesting game. That will probably be a game it's worthwhile to watch. Papa's going with Baltimore. Black, who you got?
Baltimore, the landscape is set for you. Seriously. Kansas City is fourth in the AFC right now. They probably move up to third, but they're fourth. If you can't get it done to get home field right now with all the signings, the new offensive coordinator, pack it up, balls. Pack it up. Ravens, go handle your business. You should have home field advantage throughout the playoffs, bro. It's time. It's set for you. The table's set. There's no excuses. None. Stop running Lamar. Keep him healthy. Get your ass in the playoffs. Ravens.
Well said. Well said. Ravens across the board. Next game on tap is Minnesota at Las Vegas. This is a tough one. Ice, who you got?
They finally got film on Dobbs. He threw 3 interceptions. They finally got film on him. This is the way that the Raiders can lose the game. Raiders.
Yeah, thinking the same thing. Lost at Las Vegas Raiders. They had a week off. Minnesota. I love Dobbs, but Papa's love Dobbs too. He's going with Minnesota. Black, who you got?
Yeah, can't trust Minnesota, man. I mean, I think they'll make some noise, but I think they basically done the best they could do. If it was at home, I think different, but the Raiders are at home. They should be geared up. Like you said, they got some rest. I think they had a chance to fine-tune some things, too. They lost to the Chiefs, bro, since this coach been, if I remember correctly. So I think they'll be geared up for this. They'll do well. Take the Raiders.
Yeah. So the next game on tap is Seattle at San Francisco. San Francisco looking really good. Purdy has all his tools and his weapons. And Pop texted me last week, like, where's McCaffrey? As soon as he said it, there go that man. All right, so you got.
Yeah, if Seattle was home, it might be more of a closer game, but 49ers rolling strong on offense. When you saw Debo getting involved again, you know it's problems. When you see Debo celebrating, you got a major problem with, because they kind of really low key. They do what they do. Debo back and he start doing his little dances and all the other stuff in the end zone. It's contagious and they start losing their mind. So that's enough. I'm going with San Francisco, man. They just getting better and better.
But I'm going with San Francisco. Papa's going with San Francisco. Black, who you got?
Yeah, should have said this as a question to you guys earlier, another episode, but I don't understand how the security guard has a right to get in the face of an NFL player and get that player thrown out of the game. I just don't get that, man. I mean, you can find NFL player, push him in the face, but he's not playing. He's not because that man had no right to be talking to him. None. And throwing him out of the game, he need to be thrown out of his job. See, that's not, they're not paying you to do that. You get on television.
Philly let that go, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, no, that should not happen. That should not happen, man. So that being said, I like seeing Fran. I just hope that they don't take their foot off the gas pedal, because what they were so good at doing last week, they could fall back a little bit this week. Even if they fall back, I think they have more enough to beat Seattle. I mean, it's another coach, man. I'm not saying he should go, but I think it's time to change the win up in Seattle, bro. I think it's time. I think they need more of an offensive-minded coach to come in there, open some things up, get another quarterback. It's time for Seattle to come back, bro. And I'm not sure if the coach that's there is going to be able to get it done.
Next game on tap should be an interesting one. Buffalo at Kansas City. Buffalo is on the ropes. Ice.
Yeah. Kansas City keep losing them games too. That was ridiculous, man. But just when you think you want to pull the plug on them, they find a way to break you to make you even madder. And I just don't see them dropping off. The Buffalo Bills still, you don't know, it's Jekyll. It's worse than Kirk Cousins. It's Jekyll and Hyde. And you going to Kansas City? I don't buy it. I think the one thing when Kansas City loses, and the way they've been losing in such a manner, it's almost like they get some get-right juice. I don't know if they start punching each other in the face prior to the practices or whatever, but they will come back strong, and they will handle Buffalo. I'm going with Kansas City.
All right. I'm going with Kansas City. Papa's going with Kansas City. Black, who you got?
Yeah, I think Andy Reid is trying to be too smart. You're trying to be Belichick when it comes down to money, but you got to start paying some people, boss. You really do. And you don't want to pay the defensive tackle. Look what you're paying these receivers, what they're giving you, man. It's a shame. I mean, you're looking at them running wrong routes. What are you doing? And nobody's saying it, but there's somebody not there that's being missed right now.
Yeah. I think we said weeks ago.
Yeah, he's being missed, man, because those receivers, whew. With that being said, I'm still taking the Chiefs. I think Buffalo is done. To me, the biggest question for Buffalo right now, they don't have a chance, in my opinion. But the biggest question is that coach will be the head coach next year.
You should have been the coach this year, last year, the year before.
Yeah, that's the biggest question. Yeah, because that team is underachieving as far as I'm concerned. I know you got some injuries on defense, but so what? You're underachieving all that offense, man.
All right, Kansas City across the board. Next game on tap is Denver at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh, man.
That's who you got.
My God. Woo! This is a tough one here, buddy.
Get the under on this one.
Y'all threw him away. I ain't throwing him away. That defense is going to come to play. I am pulling this out. Denver will win this game. Denver will win this game. Russell Wilson let us down, let y'all down. I'm going to say us. Let y'all down last week versus Houston. But that defense is on fire. They're going to get after Herbert. This might cost the Chargers coach's job. I'm going with Denver. This unprecedented Denver.
This game will cost the Charger coach's job, and I believe Denver will get it together and beat the Chargers this week.
Oh, dang.
Chargers. Black, who you got?
I'm taking the Chargers.
You taking the Chargers?
Yeah, when the Chargers can't get more than 6 points on New England's defense, that tells me a lot right there, man. Even though Russell screwed that game up last week, the defense had him in that game. They put him back in that game. They kept him in the game. That alone I got to go with, man. I hate to kind of take Denver, but I'll take him.
So wait a minute. Who do you say you taking, bro?
Yeah, I thought you said the Chargers.
No, I said, no, I'm taking Denver. I said, I hate to take them.
All right.
I said, the defense, I said, when the Chargers can't score more than 6 points on the Patriots, I can't go with them.
Look. Okay, I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, because I heard the Chargers.
I was like, wait a minute.
I wrote it down. I'm like.
That's why I was like, wait. I said, stop the film. Stop the tape. I want to make sure this is correct. I said, did he say Chargers?
Yeah, mine too. Philadelphia at Dallas. This should be a barn burner. It's a late afternoon game. Ice, who you got?
Back to back. What you gonna do, Black?
I'm waiting on you, boss. I'm waiting on you.
All good. I'm glad. You paying very close attention. I like that. So my heart say one thing, my head say another. So I'm gonna say this. This is a great opportunity again for Dallas to show what they're capable of. Philadelphia kind of got exposed. They got exposed. And this could be the time for Dallas to show.
Here we go.
Dak Prescott, this is your chance.
MVP.
MVP. Last time, run, don't die. Right? All these things you get to correct in one game. At home on Sunday Night Football. You get to show the whole world how great thou art. Dallas Cowboys, that is.
All right. You notice how the Cowboys fans come out at the end of the season. This is the world's smallest violin, if you were just wondering.
But hey,
What
I
did
didn't
he
make a
take?
pick
Is it
though.
what?
You ready to pick? I thought you picked Dallas.
No, did I make a did Black Thor, did you see a pick?
No, I didn't hear you pick. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Okay,
Who do you
because
pick?
he was like, he had already marked it like he did you with the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out,
So with that being said, Philadelphia will win this game.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Philadelphia gonna win. You gotta prove it to me. I told you, I'm a real one. We can't keep going by what it should be until you prove me wrong. I'm still waiting. Philadelphia. Especially after last week when they got manhandled by San Francisco. They're gonna be mad.
Yeah. Dallas just has a hard time beating teams with winning records. And Philly is leading that division. And so I got to go with Philly. But the Cowboy fans are coming out. Pop is going with Dallas on this one at home. Black. Oh, shoot. What's it? Shoot.
My eye test is my eye test, baby. And I got to say this, even though they have been against some not so good teams, Mike McCarthy, if he's going to be there, because I think he has appendix taken, I'm not sure if he's going to be there, but he's calling a hell of a game, man. He's been calling a hell of a game lately, offensively. I think Dallas, they're feeling themselves. I don't trust Philly on the road, bro. I think Philly been squeaking by all year, win some games, and they probably should have lost. I think they will be angry, but I'm not sure they'll be angry enough. I'm gonna take the Cowboys for this one.
Wow.
I'm surprised myself, but I'm taking the Cowboys.
Taking
Man.
the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Right.
Hey, I'm gonna say this real quick. I told you week 15, it's gonna be 14. It's gonna be
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Either we're gonna make them or break them this week. Let's go. If we make it, we ain't looking back. Trust me.
Taking the Kool-Aid. I can't believe it.
Look, hey, you know it's tough. But guess what? 1-4, baby.
MVP. I'm like, what? I'm like,
no, I'm not saying that.
I'm
not saying MVP. I'm not saying that. Hey. But I think, like I said, they made a couple of blunders at Philly. That game could have easily been theirs, man. Realistically. Easily been there. If the tight end would have gotten the end zone instead of running short, Dak doing what he had to do. I'm not saying that's going to guarantee them a win, but they were very close in Philly. I think Dallas is going to be a different story, bro. And they have gotten better since that game. In my opinion, they've gotten better.
This is unprecedented, bro. Unprecedented.
This is the first.
Yeah. Yes, sir. The champion got to make champion moves. That's what you do, man.
I'm gonna take that clip.
Let me say, that's one thing. I agree with you. You're absolutely right.
Next game on tap is Tennessee at Miami. Miami had a great game last week against the Commanders. All right, so you got.
Yeah, they're gonna keep it rolling. Miami at home, Tennessee up and down, up and down. You just know you don't know what team is gonna turn out on that certain day. And Miami look good. They're 14-point favorites. That's enough for me. Miami.
I heard that they have they have a stadium where the visitor side of the field gets 30 degrees hotter than their side of the field, the way the sun is and what time they play.
Wow.
That's what I heard. And Tariq Hill, who can guard him? So I got to go with Miami. Papa's going with Miami. Black, who you got?
I'm amazed that the owner comes out and says that the head coach of Tennessee Titans, his job is not in jail. What?
That's the kiss of death. That's the Italian Sicilian kiss of death. Oh, yeah, they're safe. No, they're not.
Yeah. No, he can't be. He can't be. Don't lie to us. You can't be anywhere in the world. You can't be. You got a good quarterback now. Change up. With that being said, Miami should take this game easy. I'm going to take the Dolphins.
All right. And in a surprise game last week, Green Bay Packers at the New York Giants. Who you got?
Yeah, crazy. But you just, again, we don't know. We got these Jekyll Hyde teams. But Mr. Love looked pretty good. He's starting to find a few guys, good tight ends, and the defense was really fired up. If they can remain fired up against the Giants, I think they'll take it. I'm going to Green Bay.
Yeah, got to go with Green Bay also. They look like a succinct unit last week.
Yeah.
against Kansas City. They look like they got it. They got it. And I didn't know that they were, or I forgot they were the youngest team. They're the youngest team in the league, like 25 average.
Yeah.
I mean, and so you think if they can hold it together, looking like they did against Super Bowl champs, they're going to be a good team. So Green Bay, Black.
Yeah, they're coming, man. Green Bay is definitely. I'm gonna take them in this game. They're coming. May not be this year, but another year or two, like Aaron, who they're coming. The Packers are coming. Man.
Yeah, and everybody was kind of questioning how they got rid of Aaron Rodgers, but you see it now that they got to be patient with that team. They're a young team. I think the running back said, "Hey man, I'm the oldest one here." So if they can kind of get together and keep it together and keep those young guys together, they're going to be back in first place in the NFC in that division, NFC Central. I just saw it. Those are our picks. We will post them up on Facebook. Check us out. Take care.